okay? So when they cut it, they just cut me completely out. So when you answer something, if I say, what's your name? Don't say Eve, you can say, my name is, right? Yeah. So my first question is going to be, just tell us who you are and what you do. And mine would be, I'm Kimberly Hodgstein, creator of Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel, which is a level. Okay. And you can look right at it. Okay. Pretty great. Here, I'll stand over here as long as I'm not in it, and then you can answer me. No, I'm gonna get it right there. I'm still in it. Okay. So tell me your name and the company name, and then which is a
company, I guess, a business. That's all, I think this is a business.
community, business, organization.
I guess it's a business. Okay.
You did it 2 or 3 times.
All right, so I'm answering now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. No, it's on. It's on. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Eve, and I am I'll do that again. Hello, I am Dr. Eve Royce, owner of Empowerment Firm, which is a business which helps to strengthen the confidence and leadership skills of professional and entrepreneurial ones.
That's good. It was actually fast. We can't quite hear all of it, so I want you to let it.
Really? Compared to you, I thought it was slow.
It was compared to me. That's not what I said. It'll be great for the viewers.
Hello, this is Dr. Eve Royce. I am owner of Empowerment Firm, which is a business that takes women who are professional and entrepreneurial and advances them to their leadership status where they belong. I'm so sorry, that was so smart.
You can just talk to me though, and like if somebody's like, "I'm so sorry." Stand back here, but I'll try to speak.
Lord, I have no idea.
It didn't have to be something wrong. It could just be like, Eve, Dr. Eve is good. Say doctor.
Okay, all right, I'll do that. Okay. Hi, I'm Dr. Eve, owner of Empowerment Firm, which is a business that helps professional and entrepreneurial women improve their confidence skills as well as their leadership skills.
That was beautiful. Good job. Okay, I'm going to try not to step on your words though, so it may take me a pause. Okay, so tell us what you knew about spiral dynamics before coming in, and you can be totally honest about that. Like you knew a lot, or you knew nothing, or you just knew about it, but not about Natasha, just about spiral dynamics.
Before coming to this event, I actually had never heard of spiral dynamics, aside from the person who was holding this event. So this was an entirely new experience for me. The first time I was exposed to all this material.
Awesome, great job. So next, tell us what you were expecting to get out of it, and then what you actually got out of it.
What I was hoping to get out of this event was a little bit more of clarification regarding not just the end goal for what people would arrive at by using the system, but how they would get to that end goal. I wanted to understand clarification of the steps that were involved. And when I came in and started listening to her presentations and her explanations, I found Natasha to be very fluid in the way she would allow the conversation to flow around her scientific topics so that they would be very palatable for me. I appreciate that as a physician, particularly as a psychiatrist who needs to deal with people and have really understandable words and vocabulary. She helped me from square one to understand through the alphabet and the colors all the way to the endpoint that she desired us to know.
Beautiful. That was fantastic. You actually answered the second question, which was I was going to ask you about her personally. So, so we're going to I'm going to ask you then 2 questions, and we'll use all of that because that last one was fantastic. But one question would be, tell me about what you learned in the course, and then second, meeting Natasha personally and seeing her present. I know you knew her before, so it's okay to sort of refer to that. But watching her present, because for me, I knew her before, but watching her present this stuff, it was like, holy shit, she's in her element. Like she really knows her stuff, right? So those two different differentiations. So the first one is the content. What did you learn about what did you expect to learn and actually learn in the content? So about the colors is good, you hit that, but stay away from saying Natasha was amazing kind of thing. And then the second one will be all about her, like she was amazing or whatever you feel about
Okay, so basically you're restating sort of.
yeah, but we're going to break them out. So one's about the content. So the content when I
Okay, understood.
yep,
That's what you're saying. It's breaking up what I just said into two different things.
perfect.
And so then I can still say Natasha was for the second part when you actually asked me about Natasha, right?
Totally. Yeah.
And then something just came to mind about what I did want to say for the first. So,
Go ahead.
okay, let me just. Okay, one thing that I was really excited to discover here is that we were learning not only about different types of perceptions of the world and other perspectives that types of individuals can have, which is something I'm familiar with in psychiatry, but there was this whole other social overlay. So she applied scientifically these personal tendencies within group situations. And then it would not only be within a group, but among different groups. So I love the multiple layers and the complexities that she added, making the tapestry so rich of how to navigate and start predicting behaviors on the group level, as opposed to the individual level that I'm used to doing as a psychiatrist. I just loved it.
Oh my God, that was perfect. You're like genius. What you're doing. I could just like that second part where you were like, I'm done. And then you weren't like you nailed it. Perfect. Love it. Okay. And then the next one is Natasha personally. How was it what being like with Natasha? And the reason I ask this is because I pair it with the other guys who never met her before. And this is their first time of being exposed to somebody who knew the dude, Claire and of course Chris, right? But they didn't know that. They've gotten exposure to spiral dynamics as a book or a course taught by other people. They didn't really have Natasha to connect it with, and now they do. And I'm like, Natasha's awesome because she's part of it, right? She's part of the history. So I want to get your perspective, and it's totally fine to say you've never before or something like that. But now that you've seen her give her content, how was that for you?
Okay, so is it imperative or important for me to connect her to, because I have to think of her name so that I can say it if I do.
Natasha Todorovic.
Okay. Oh, okay, so I have to say the county, okay, because I have
You
to
just
say it.
you can say Natasha.
But what I was actually referring to thinking was these other people's names that you just read off that I don't have that list. Okay, because I just needed to remember.
Not at all.
So I can just talk about my impression about.
Yeah, as a presenter, as a person who put on this 3 day.
Okay.
Like, was it fun to have her?
But I guess this is
The next question, and I'll tell you what the next question is, the last question is, what would you tell somebody who is thinking about coming to a 3 day?
Yeah.
For a course? So yeah, but first you're going to be like, Natasha was a great presenter, or she was a terrible presenter, or she was whatever you want to say.
Okay, got it. Having worked with Natasha in some different capacities, I found this to be a wonderful new experience to actually be sitting and learning from her. Natasha is very clear, articulate, educated, and she breaks down concepts so nicely so that I can go from step A to B to C. And she is patient and deferent to our different opinions and different levels of learning so that all of us can catch up to be on the same page by the end of any portion of the presentation.
Beautiful. I want to add a little one for you because did you do any of the parent shares?
Two.
You did. Okay, so maybe talk a little bit about the parent share and the group dynamics that were in there, like amazing people in the group, family trees were really valuable, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're doing great. You're a superstar. You're the best one yet.
You're great at this.
It is my magic trick. My
I really appreciated, excuse me, I really appreciated the opportunity to do the parent shares because, is that something I shouldn't name? The way that
Oh, okay. No, you're perfect.
Oh, all right.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. I really appreciated the ability to pair and share with other people who attended this event. In doing so, first of all, I found out so much that I have in common with people that I'd never met before. And those common denominators actually often correlated with the material that we're learning in here, or at least with the way this material is meant to be used. So that helped me to find personal relevance for using this material, as I would hear it echoed in how they may apply it in their lives. I loved also the possibility of collaborating with these people. I was given two different offers to possibly collaborate later and form a stronger network, all thanks to Natasha.
Beautiful. That's perfect. All right. And then the last one is if somebody was like, Eve, I'm thinking about going to this thing with Sasha. I don't know. It's going to be 3 whole days of my life. Should I bother to do it or not? Nah, don't bother.
Should I send someone were to ask me, or just the two things should?
So if you were thinking about, or if someone does, you can either make it third party or you.
Okay. If anyone were thinking about attending this event with Natasha Todorovic,
That's right. Todora McCowan. It's all right. Bad.
with Natasha Todorovic. Oh, darn, well, I'm flawed.
Probably will, but it's better to do it again.
If anyone were planning on attending this event with Natasha Todorovic Cowan, I would say I highly recommend this experience. To be able to experience this genius woman who is so intimately tied with the people who are the sources of this information, and with the impeccable way that she can present it, I think that this opportunity is utterly priceless. It's double, triple priceless. That can be cut out.
Awesome. I love it. That's perfect. You are funny and awesome.